Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And they want to get him going early in this one because, remember, he struggled throwing the football last week, and he's firing away to start this one. But that one was incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Ready? Track at 60.
Operating from the gun. Ramsey. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Thunderbirds are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys?
Nah.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Over.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And Washington will have a short... as they take over 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Fights through, and now a crease. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. To the 43, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing is Rodgers. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Bryce Behringer now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken around the 12. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. Operating from the gun, Ramsey. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, the first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, able to avoid him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 34. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2nd and 13. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Ramsey. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I've played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. From 13 yards out.
And the Thunderbirds are able to stretch out their lead.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's 21-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10. As opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Now Rodgers. trouble, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
19 Tiger, 9 Tracker, 60. 10. 79 Broncos. Check go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Got it. Ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70. Warrior 70.
Looking to throw. Ramsey.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now 3rd down and very long.
60 by 60. Buffalo 18.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Commanders 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the 2nd half will commence from the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington.
Christian McCaffrey.
64 yards.
And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. they're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
60 Maverick. Hey, smash. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18 rush. 18 rush.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there for Chicago. 62 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to take another shot here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off the play fake, Ramsey. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this will remain an 18-point lead. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Off play action. Ramsey, he's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Ramsey, he's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it,
the big loss on 1st down leads to a tricky 2nd down. 18 yards to go. Rodgers going to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Running free at the 45. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athlete.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Back to throw. Ramsey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Thunderbirds look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 31, Rodgers, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Off play action. Ramsey. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Looking to throw. Ramsey. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Thunderbirds start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Point after, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Washington on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Ramsey. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for Chicago. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace where the other offense are going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter, and this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Over here.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Chicago, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.